Hi everyone, it's J Winnie Art, or Jessica, as you're more than welcome to call me. It's day 10. We've made it 10 days into this challenge, and I'm excited. You know, it's going pretty well. I don't want to jinx myself, but I think that I'm in a great flow to where I could probably for sure do this for the rest of the month. I hope you guys are holding strong to this challenge. It is a challenge, and I think that should be, kind of the part that we emphasize. Is difficult and it takes a lot. You got to sacrifice quite a bit and, keep churning out your ideas to, meet these prompts and come up with these concepts and everything. So congratulations if you have made it to the 10 days, and congratulations if you decided that you didn't want to do it anymore. So either way, I'm super proud of you. So today's prompt is Crabby, and I will admit I kind of strayed away from the prompt, my concept was that if you no longer had a head, you wouldn't be happy about it. So there could be some backstory to this. There could maybe not be any backstory to this, but I really like this piece. I like how it turns out, but I won't fast forward you to the end. We're going to go through this together. So we're already at the color pencil portion where I'm defining these details and making everything. What was that? Sorry, making things more detailed and adding in the little bits so that you can kind of see what's going on a lot more clear, adding in shading, which helps during the inking process for sure. So let's see. Okay, so since we talked about, trick-or-treating yesterday and Halloween things, let's keep it a little spooky. What are your top 5 horror movies that you enjoy either watching or that were like the scariest thing that you've ever seen? Just a good Halloween movie. Let me know in the comments. I want to talk about some stuff. I'm trying to get better about responding to comments in a quick manner, but sometimes I don't really get the notifications, but I really want to tap into connecting with you guys and hearing your opinion on things, not just mine. I don't have to be the only one talking on this channel. So let me know in the comments, what are your top 5 horror movies, scary movies, spooky movies, what have you. Okay, so I hope that you are in the comments right now giving your top 5. So I took a quick second to jot down my top 5, and I will be honest with you, scary movies are literally not my thing so much that a movie called Scared Jessica to Death is an actual movie. My mom and my sister were just looking for old scary movies not that long ago, and we found that and thought it was so hilarious. Scary movies are not my jam. One day I'm gonna watch a scary movie with you guys for the first time, and I'm gonna let you see how bad scary movies and I go together. It's gonna be, I'll do it one day, we'll see. I'll let you guys know. Okay, so I came up with a list of 5 movies in 5 different categories that I thought were great movies or I really enjoyed in some way. So the first one is going to be a Parasite movie, and let me have these categories, okay? If they don't make sense, just let me have these categories, okay? So a Parasite movie that's my favorite would be The Thing. I'm not going to explain these movies because I don't want to spoil anything, but this movie came out in the 80s. I think it has is it Kurt Russell is in the movie, Keith David is in the movie. It's really good. It's super good. Okay, so the next movie, we're gonna call it a real world, this could totally happen, this could be a thing, and I'm gonna say Us. I liked both Us and Get Out by Jordan Peele, but Us is good. Oh, it's so good. I saw it by myself the Thursday night it came out and I was scared the whole time. I snuck to the theaters midday because I didn't want to wait to see it. I was really excited to see it, and man, scary, but great story, great concept. Totally went it went in an unexpected direction. I really enjoyed it. Okay, so my favorite scary alien movie is Signs. This is an M. Night. Oh man, I didn't think I would have to say this. I don't know how to pronounce this man's name. M. Night Shyamalan film about, aliens coming to Earth, basically, and them having, this specific aversion that people have to kind of, geez Louise, have to figure out, during the movie. But there's one scene in this movie that is just like haunting. It's scary. So that's my favorite alien movie. Vampire movies, that's a difficult one because there are a lot of vampire movies. I had to look it up. So there's Blade, which is great. Interview with the Vampire. Monster Squad, which kind of falls in the kind of every kind of monster movie, because there's a werewolf, there's Frankenstein's monster, there's the what is it called? Like, I think it's the creature from the Black Lagoon. And what else? And vampires, of course. There's Interview with the Vampire. There's, what's that movie? The one with Eddie Murphy. Hold on. Vampire in Brooklyn with Eddie Murphy and Angela Bassett. Kadeem Hardison is in it. John Witherspoon. It's great. Oh, it's great. What's another one? Oh, and last year my mom had us watch Salem's Lot, which is another really good movie. It's old and the effects are outdated and all that stuff, but it's a really good story, like all the way to the end. I really enjoyed it. I think it's on some streaming service. You guys should look it up and totally check it out. It's a great vampire movie. So I don't necessarily have a favorite vampire movies. There's a bunch of vampire movies that I really enjoy, but like I said, I don't like scary movies. They're not my jam. Okay, and then the fifth category is ghosts, and this one is a tie. My two favorite ghost movies are 13 Ghosts with Tony Shalhoub and Matthew Lillard, and Rod Digga is also in this movie, and Frighteners, which is Michael J. Fox, I believe is his name, and Shy McBride. It's a great movie. So Frighteners is a little bit more, it has a scary aspect to it for sure, but it's a little bit more comedy than it is horror, but it's great. It's great, and it's scary. It's got a great story. Kind of same with 13 Ghosts. It's gruesome, that one. It's not a comedy really at all. There are some funny things said, but man, it is intense. So those are my 5-ish favorite spooky movies. I hope you guys have let me know in the comments what are yours. So the thing about this painting is I decided to paint it upside down. For you guys, it is it's right side up, because I wanted to kind of show myself and share with you guys that I painted this upside down. I drew it upside. I did the sketch. I did the the details. Everything about this was upside down, and I'm not going to say that there were no big struggles with this one necessarily, but it was difficult to kind of put the pieces where they go. Like, where eyes go, where the nose goes, but some of the shading I had to kind of invert in my mind in order to really get it, going the way that I wanted to. And on top of that challenge, I attempted to use a different nib for the inking portion of this, and you're going to see in a few, and not that long, I switched back to the one that I had been using the whole time. I didn't see any cause to make it more difficult for myself, but I wanted to try and see if I can use a nib that would give me more like line variation. So I think this one is a script calligraphy nib, and it's got a weird like holding vessel, and the nib is kind of perpendicular like to the paper. Didn't make it very easy. See, this is me kind of struggling with it and just deciding to switch it out. So I switched to a longer nib that I had tried before, and it was okay. It was just, like I said, I didn't have to deal with the double challenge of trying a new nib and painting upside down and inking. That's 3 things that I am new to. So we at some point we're going to switch right back to it. I'm getting a lot of notifications. I think my issue with this one is that the ink would dry up really quickly. So I didn't I had to go back to the ink more than usual. So I'm gonna switch back to the one that I've been using this whole time soon. Okay, so here you can see that I've gone back to the one that I was using originally. And yeah, the piece is coming together. You know, it's kind of slow going, kind of fiddling with the other nibs, but it's just, you know, it's really about getting it finished. So on top of, you know, this piece being kind of not really what the prompt was initially, it's kind of just an inner emotion. You know, if you were removed from your body, whether or not you'd be happy about it, and you probably wouldn't. So that's my take on this concept, because I didn't want to draw a crab. I've said before, I don't really illustrate animals much, and it's not really something that I feel compelled to work on. So I've just really chosen not to. But as I was painting this, it reminded me of, and I don't watch Stranger Things, but this last season where there was the whole Vecna and the upside down and all that stuff, something about this piece just kept reminding me of that. So I put together a TikTok that kind of used that sound. And you know, me painting this piece, this character is, you know, on the bad side of the upside down. But I don't have much context for Stranger Things because, like I said, I don't watch the show. I don't do scary stuff. I do funny, scary stuff. Like Ghostbusters is, you know, kind of my jam, and I don't care what anyone says. The version with Melissa McCarthy and Kristen Wiig and Leslie Jones is probably the best. It's the best Ghostbusters. Please tell me how you feel about that in the comments. But I mean, be kind with how you tell me how you feel about that in the comments. I think we're kind of at the end of this painting, and like I said in the beginning, I love how this turned out. I think it's, like I was saying for, you know, yesterday's prompt, a lot of the challenge in doing the Inktober this year is using ink predominantly for the first time, and I just feel like every one that I do is getting better and better and better. And that's not even to toot my own horn. That's just, I feel like I'm making progress and I can see it. So oh yes, I do go back with this blue color pencil and just for a little bit more shading in certain areas, just to give it a little bit more dimension. It felt kind of flat and I didn't want to paint it anymore. I just wanted to just go over it a little bit with some colored pencil to give it a little bit more, to add some more pizzazz. I don't know the term for it. It just wanted to make it better. And I feel like it did. It gave it another, just another layer of, I don't know, guys. I don't know how to describe it. I also make these videos really late at night because I like to do art when it's really quiet. But thank you so much for making it to the end. You guys are super awesome. I really appreciate the support. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Share with a friend, share with a family member, share with your mom. I'm sure she'd like this. Your pets. Don't forget the pets. Do you guys make accounts for your pets? I have an account for my puppies. Anyways, but let me know how you feel in the comments, and I will talk to you guys next time. Okay, bye.